What is going on, Cryptic crew? This is your boy Cryptic Flash bringing you guys our week 1 team builder for the PWD, you guys, the Pokemon World Domination League. If you guys are excited, make sure you're hitting that like button down below for week 1, you guys. We are finally here to hopefully throw some fists and do some work, you guys. We're going to be trying to do some work. Our week 1 opponent is Amoongus. Actually, that's just his name, is Amoongus, and he is the coach of the Atlanta Sabos, you guys. So I am a little bit, I'm going to move this over here so that I'm looking at you guys and not at my other monitor. There we go. There we go. I'm looking at you guys now. I got everything in front of me. So we're going to go ahead and go over the team, the squad that my boy Amoongus drafted. And then we're going to go over kind of my thought process and the team that I'm going to be bringing to this week 1 matchup, you guys. So I believe that, so the day I'm recording this, so Thursday, the 18th is when I'm recording this. I'm thinking that next week is when we battle. And so I don't think that this will go live for another couple weeks, but I want to make sure to get the team builder off before the battle. The battle is scheduled for next week. But I want to get the team builder before the battle. Otherwise, if I did the team builder after the battle, that would make no sense, because I would know what he brought and whatnot, and it would lose a little steam, you guys. It would definitely lose a little steam. But his team is super powerful. If you guys didn't see our draft recap video, I'll have the link in the description. I'll also, if Amoongus, I need to check, but if he has a YouTube channel, I will be posting that in the description as well. Make sure you go bop on over, say hello, tell him your boy sent him, and I will be doing that throughout the league, right? So any YouTuber that does have a channel, I'll go ahead and post a link in the description. So make sure you guys go show some love, tell him the Cryptic crew is coming in hot, you guys, coming in hot. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into his team here. So looks like his G-Max pick was a Blastoise, where ours was a Venusaur. So as far as G-Max go, I think we have the leg up, but he is a very powerful team. G-Max Blastoise, a Galvantula, very fast bug with a sticky web ability. I'm not entirely sure what a G-Max Blastoise does, other than it can get rapid spin, which is nice. And then it just has water moves, can get Scald, which can be annoying, and then its G-Max move, which is similar to Venusaur's, where it'll go ahead and do a little bit of damage for a few turns. 4 turns, I believe it does damage if you don't have a water type in. Galvantula, it is a very speedy little bug. Can be used for sticky webs to slow your opponent down. It also gets access to Volt Switch to help get some switch initiative, which can be annoying. Bug Buzz, it's got a pretty strong special attack stat, very fast, but it is luckily it is kind of frail. Next up is going to be Aegislash, which I am honestly, this match, I don't think I'm actually very scared of Aegislash. Aegislash is just a very good Pokemon, right? With its King Shield, stance change ability, it can go from, I think when it's got its shield up, it's like 150 base defenses, special and regular defense. And then when it goes into attack mode, that flips to the attack and special attack. So this thing is, it's pretty powerful. It can be a special attacker, a physical attacker. You'll often sometimes see Swords Dance, gets access to Shadow Sneak, things like that. When with King Shield, if you attack it while it goes for a King Shield, it will actually lower your attack, which is kind of annoying. So this Pokemon is a problem if you don't have some answers for it. Next up is the Nidoqueen. I really wanted Nidoqueen on the squad, but we were unable to make that happen. Nidoqueen is beautiful because it's got access to so many diverse moves. It gets Ice Beam, it gets Thunderbolt, freaking Fire Blast, Earth Power, Sludge Bomb. Like it gets all the moves under the sun. So Nidoqueen is a very spooky Pokemon. It can also set up spikes, rocks. I think it gets access to toxic spikes, which could actually be really annoying. So Nidoqueen, I will say, is a very real concern of mine. Next up, the Slurpuff. Slurpuff can be actually another sticky web user, but can set up with belly drum and kind of run through your team if you're not careful. If it can also have that unburden ability, and so very common kind of tactic we'll see with that is Slurpuff comes in, it'll go ahead, go for a belly drum, drop its HP to half, eat a berry, which will then trigger its berry, eat a berry, and then it activates the unburden. Is a speedy boy, and then it's got max attack. So that's often used as a sweeper. And I actually, when because Slurpuff was up when I picked Aromatisse, and I forgot about the unburden ability. So I'm kind of bummed about that because that's really powerful, but we'll try to manage through that that little tactic. Hopefully, I mean, you never know. He might bring it, he might not. Tyrantrum is next. Tyrantrum is a good stealth rock setter, pretty bulky. It gives access to some powerful dragon moves with outrage, head smash. In this league, you guys, I didn't touch on it in my draft recap video, but in this league, you actually can Dynamax any Pokemon, but you can only Gigantamax your Gigantamax pick. So he can only Gigantamax his Blastoise, and if you were to have another Pokemon that can Gigantamax, he wouldn't be able to. He'd have to just stick with Dynamax in it, but he can Dynamax anything. So that's something to keep in mind as we move forward in this league. I wish I had touched on that a little bit earlier, but it's okay. I'm doing it now. I am doing it now. Next up is the Eldegoss. I really am not very familiar with Eldegoss. I believe it's Grass Fairy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. So I don't know what much more to say about it. I think it's a special attacker, Grass Fairy. Fairy's a good typing. He's got a grass type. That's what I gotta say on Eldegoss. Pangoro gets the parting shot. Stab knockoff is always powerful. And then the Iron Fist ability with Drain Punch, Ice Punch, all the punches, you know. It can be a little spooky. So Pangoro, the only downside to Pangoro is it is a slower Pokemon. So that is advantageous to us. Wigglytuff is another fairy type. Sing Shenanigans is a bulky boy. So if he brings Wigglytuff, it might serve as a defensive pivot, possible. Next up is Jinx. Jinx is a glass cannon as well, ice typing, psychic typing, powerful blizzards, ice beams. I believe Jinx does set up screens, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure. And then Magmar. It's possible this could be an Eviolite Pokemon, Flame Body, Flamethrower, all that shenanigans, you guys. It's a fire type, so it could be just Will-O-Wisp support and try to cripple my team, or he could have some kind of a specs on it, or yeah, the Eviolite, like I said before. But I think we have the squad for him, you guys. I think we do. If you're excited, make sure you hit that like button down below, and we are going to go ahead and show you guys our first team member. It is going to be our beautiful Bubba, the Gigantamax Venusaur, you guys. I think that Venusaur is going to be very clutch in this match. It's a black sludge set. It's a bulkier set. Max HP. It's got some special attack investment. And maybe a little bit of a defense investment. So this is a bulkier boy. With the Giga Drain for obviously recovery and stab. A Sludge Bomb. I'm trying to think. Giga Drain actually is neutral on his Nidoqueen and Tyrantrum. It is super effective on the Blastoise though. It does give me that grass stab. Super effective on his G-Max, and it gives us access to our beautiful G-Max Vine Lash, which I'm hoping to use week 1. Synthesis and Leech Seed for that recovery. We are planning on being an annoying boy. Now the only downside to this is the fact that we have time, a 20-minute timer to complete this battle. You have 20 minutes to complete the battle. Good luck. And so that is something that if we do go this route, I want to be a little bit mindful of. I don't want to play a stall game. Nobody likes that, but I'm going to when it feels right. Otherwise, I mean, Venusaur is still a beast, you guys. He's not just a defensive wall. He can dish out some damage. So With the Synthesis and Leech Seed, it's just to increase longevity. Venusaur has a really good matchup against this team. It takes care of the Slurpuff, it takes care of the Eldegoss, the Wigglytuff, the Blastoise, and honestly a 1v1 between Nidoqueen and Bubba here. I actually think that Bubba might have a fair chance. So that is our first team member, our shiny Bubba Venusaur, you guys. I'm super excited about him. Next up is going to be our gosh darn Poseidon, you guys, our Melodic. Now, again, I mean, this is where the timer kind of issue comes into play. I mean, oh, another wall in Melodic. As you guys know, if you've ever played against a Melodic, you know how bulky they are. But it's gonna be rocking the leftovers to, again, increase longevity. It's got the competitive ability. The reason I went with competitive is because with all these Dynamaxing moves, Melodic is very likely going to be a switch in of mine, just because it can eat the hit better than my other Pokemon. And then if it gets hit with a stat drop, it'll actually raise its special attack. So that's something that we're going to be hopefully taking advantage of. And if he has any Intimidate mons, he doesn't. But if, I mean, he sets Sticky Webs, we come in with Melodic, get a +2 special attack. I mean, I'm okay with that. So I do like that competitive ability. Rocking the Scald for the, honestly, it could deal damage to Aegislash, Nidoqueen. We could get a burn on some things. Tyrantrum, Magmar. This is our second defensive pivot, you guys. Ice Beam. Honestly, I don't know why I have Ice Beam. I mean, another answer for Nidoqueen, but I think I just filled up the slot just because I needed something. But then Recover for that reliable recovery, and then Toxic, just in case anything stally wants to come in, or I'm not entirely sure what's going to come in. It's very possible when I have Melodic out there that Blastoise might come in, or Eldegoss. I actually think that Eldegoss might come just because he really doesn't have an answer for Melodic. Galvantula, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Galvantula, and I do think that Galvantula is actually going to be coming, so that's something we're keeping in mind. But I'm really excited for Poseidon. We're gonna be very mindful about recovering and being a little bit stally and defensive, just because I don't want to timer stall. But that's part of building a team, though. You gotta have your defensive cores and your offensive mons. So, I mean, I'm not gonna apologize for just crafting a well-rounded team. I don't understand why Game Freak didn't stick with the 60-minute timer. It just doesn't make sense to me. But we are going to make do with what we have. Next up on our squad is going to be, and I actually think that this Pokemon is probably going to be the most influential Pokemon on our squad here, is going to be Fluffy, our Hydragon. You guys, timid nature, raising its speed, cutting attack. This thing's max speed, max special attack. This thing is ready to go. I have given it the Choice Scarf to make sure it is pretty much outspeeding everything, you guys. Even, I actually don't know if it outspeeds Unburdened. Unburdened Slurpuff might be an issue. Unburdened Slurpuff might be an issue. We need to make sure we keep our Venusaur alive for that Slurpuff. But Choice Scarf makes sure I outspeed pretty much everything. It's got Levitate, so no ground type moves are going to be coming at me. U-turn for pivotability. A Choice Scarf U-turner, guys, it's super nice. U-turn, it hits all Pokemon. I can get Switch Initiative, which is always nice. It's got the Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse, obviously, for a stab Dragon move, also deals damage, good damage to that Tyrantrum. Dark Pulse is the answer for that Aegislash. I actually think that Fluffy is a great answer for Aegislash because I'm not worried about it using King Shield because I don't care about my defense, or I'm sorry, my attack. I do care about my defense, but I think that Fluffy's a great answer for Aegislash, as well as it's got that Earth Power for the Nidoqueen. Fluffy, in my opinion, is his two main objectives is to handle the Aegislash, which I believe he's gonna bring, right? I mean, it's an Uber's level Pokemon. I know it doesn't have the best matchup against my team, but I feel like you bring it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I would bring it if I was him, but maybe he does. And then the Earth Power, yeah, so for that, actually hits Aegislash and Nidoqueen. So if I could get Fluffy in on that Aegislash, I think we're in some good shape. So that is it for Fluffy. Next up is going to be the channel mascot, you guys. We got Sparkplug, the Jolteon, you guys. Nice and timid nature, max speed, max special attacks, holding the choice specs. So I'm actually going to give you guys a spoiler. I am planning on leading with this thing. If he wants to lead Galvantula, I think I can 2-hit KO it with Shadow Ball, and I don't think he's KOing me with Bug Buzz or anything like that, and we outspeed. So I think that's my play. I'm just letting you guys know right now that that's what I've been playing in my head. But Choice Specs is going to let Jolteon with that incredibly high base special attacks that hit super hard. It's going to hit like a freaking truck, you guys. Volt Absorb, if he tries to Volt Switch with Galvantula, we can, I mean, suck that up and bop him. It restores our HP. We're pretty frail, so if we get hit, it's going to hurt. We have the Volt Switch for Switch Initiative. Thunderbolt for a stronger stab move. Shadow Ball for coverage as well as it bops that Aegislash. And then Baton Pass. I actually did throw Baton Pass on this thing just in case he's had that Nidoqueen around and I wanted to try to get some Switch Initiative. Nidoqueen, I'm imagining, is a very possible switch into this thing just because it's got that ground typing, and obviously I'm an electric type, so I'm going to be wanting to click electric type moves. So that's why we have Shadow Ball there. It's going to be doing a lot of damage. Shadow Ball is base 80, and so it has the potential to decrease the Spadef stat. So if we can catch that Nidoqueen coming in with a Shadow Ball, do maybe close to half, and then get that Spadef drop. I'm not counting on hacks, but that would be a 2-hit KO on the Nidoqueen. So that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I'm excited for Sparkplug. I think that it plays a pretty great role in this team, you guys. A Thunderbolt from it, nothing is appreciating. Unburden, friggin' Slurpuff isn't appreciating it. Really, the only thing that would is probably that, again, the Nidoqueen or the Tyrantrum. Other than that, everything just kind of gets swamped by that. So I think that Sparkplug is going to potentially have a good game here this next week. I need to get back to my start. There we go. Next up, you guys, we have the gosh darn beautiful Happy Feet, our Hitmontop. Reason he's Happy Feet is that, my goodness, look at that boy. Look at that boy. Does he sit still? I don't think so. I don't think he ever sits still. We got Happy Feet the Hitmontop here, rocking the Assault Vest, you guys, with the Intimidate ability. So reason behind that is that I'm going to go ahead and he's going to have that Intimidate ability to kind of help his physical defenses with that AV on his special side, to kind of just give him an all-around boost so that if we need to, we can go ahead and switch into Happy Feet. He's got the Mach Punch for priority, Close Combat, Earthquake, and then Rapid Spin. What is nice about Rapid Spin is it will give me a +1 speed boost, a +1 speed, and Hitmontop is not that slow, and so it's possible that with that +1 speed, I outspeed his Aegislash, which has base 65. I outspeed Nidoqueen. I can outspeed possibly a Tyrantrum. I don't think so, but I could, and I don't think he's keeping a Tyrantrum in on my Hitmontop. I have Earthquake because Earthquake kind of bops a little bit of everything, right? So it hits the Aegislash, it hits Nidoqueen, it hits Tyrantrum, it hits Magmar. I mean, Earthquake does the work. So Hitmontop's one goal. I have one goal for him, and if he could accomplish 2 goals, that'd be great. But my first goal is to keep webs off the field. I don't want any sticky webs on my side of the field. I want to have full use of my speed because I have some speedy boys, and I want to utilize all my speed to go ahead and take care of his Pokemon, you guys. I think it's going to be super helpful. So that's priority 1 for Hitmontop. Priority 2 is, honestly, I think this is my Nidoqueen switching. I think that Hitmontop can handle Nidoqueen. It's hard. I'm torn on whether I want to run damage calcs during the season. I think damage calcs are very helpful. They give you a sense of what to expect when you're gonna throw a Pokemon in on another Pokemon. The only downside is it eats at your timer. So I'm trying to be a courteous player. I'm trying to be mindful of everyone's time. I don't want to someone to feel cheated because the timer went out and they don't feel like they were as represented as they could have been if they had the full time. So I might do a little bit of calculating, but not much. So it'll be interesting. So if Hitmontop can keep the webs off the field and bop that Nidoqueen, we are happy. We are very happy. Last but not least is going to be Hot Lips, the Heatmore. Timid nature with the Focus Sash. Focus Sash because Hot Lips, you guys, while she has the hottest of lips, she's very frail. So we need that Focus Sash to be able to make sure that we can live one hit. Another reason that I am bringing him on top is in case he wants to set up rocks with Nidoqueen or the gosh darn Tyrantrum, we can go ahead and spin them away, which would be super useful for us. So Hot Lips is the timid nature. Reason I went with timid and max speed is because it's got base is it 65 or 70 speed, which is just above the Aegislash. At one point he had an Executor, which I actually which he dropped for that Eldegoss. So I don't know what Eldegoss's speed is, but it's an answer for Eldegoss. It's an answer for Jinx. It's an answer for Galvantula, Aegislash. I have so many answers for Aegislash that's why I'm curious if he will even bring it, because I feel like we've got a lot of options for it. I mean, almost every single one of my Pokemon has the capability of bopping it. I mean, the last, so the first two don't, right? Melodic and Venusaur, but the last four, I think they all could take care of that Aegislash. So I'm not too worried about it, and that's the reason why. The moves that I have for Hot Lips are, I mean, they're fire moves, right? Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Focus Blast because it was a strong fighting type special move. Hot Lips doesn't get a lot of moves, so Focus Blast, what can it hit? It can hit that Tyrantrum, it can hit Pangoro, and then Jinx, but Jinx is I'm flamethrowing Jinx, so no issues there. And then Will-O-Wisp to potentially cripple any switch-ins he wants to go into. So that is the squad, you guys. Looking at his team and my team, the biggest threats I see are, again, the Nidoqueen, Tyrantrum possibly, but we do have Bubba, the Venusaur, as well as we do have Milotic. So I'm not too scared of Tyrantrum. Unburden Slurpuff. If he gets that Unburden boost off with the Play Rough, what do? I think I need to be a little bit hesitant on when I'm using my Gigantamax with Venusaur, just in case he does get his boost off. What I could actually see is that being his Dynamax Pokemon. That's his Dynamax Pokemon. Oh my gosh. If it can get its Unburden, he Dynamaxes. If he can get, yeah, the Belly Drum, Unburden, Dynamax off with that thing, I think that it could be a huge problem. So Slurpuff is actually slowly becoming the Pokemon that I fear the most. I'm not scared about Blastoise. I've got 2 answers for that. Galvantula, I've got some answers for that. Aegislash, I mean, I went over all my answers for that. Nidoqueen, I think we have answers for that. I mean, I know he's probably going to be rocking the Thunderbolt for Milotic. So I think that Hitmontop is kind of my answer for Nidoqueen. Slurpuff, Venusaur is really my only answer for Slurpuff, which is unfortunate, you guys. Tyrantrum, the Venusaur, the Hydragon, and Hitmontop, and Milotic. We have answers for that. Eldegoss, Venusaur, Heatmore, Pangoro, you have Hitmontop is really my only Pangoro answer. The only plus side is Pangoro is a very slow boy. Wigglytuff, I got a Venusaur. I'm not worried about Wigglytuff or Jinx or Magmar. So those are kind of my thoughts, and these are kind of the way I want to go about these gosh darn team builders. I want them to be low-key, chill. I want you guys to kind of hear my thoughts before I head into the match, because with that 20-minute timer, I'm going to be a little bit more to the point instead of just kind of elaborating all of my thoughts. And so that's why I want to kind of puke everything out at you guys right now and just kind of go through my thought process before the match, just because I have unlimited time in the world. I got all the time in the world to hang out with you guys. But I think that's kind of a good way to go about it. That way you guys know what my thoughts are going into the match, and then during the match you can see if I hold true to my game plan or if I get rattled and just get tilted and just start panicking. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is it. I will go ahead and again post Amoongus's channel in the description. Make sure you guys go show him some love. Make sure you guys throughout the whole series, you guys came out for that draft recap video, you guys. So I'm assuming you all are excited for this league. I'm super excited. So make sure you guys throughout the season go show the other coaches some love, and just spread the cheer, you guys. Cheer. But that is going to be it for me, my friends. This is Cryptic Flash. I'm out.